Hello YouTubers, hello subscribers. Last video for the evening until we run into Monday. I want to thank all my subscribers, all my YouTubers, the support that you guys give me. I am so grateful and overjoyed that you would think that I would be interesting enough to chat with. I hope you're having a lovely Easter. I'm a little exhausted from a little bit. She does tend to wear me out. Anyway, I wanted to come back on here and have a quick chat with you guys. I definitely want to know your opinions about these things. Now, the question is, that's going on my mind is a couple of things. Number one is, what would be the reason why it would be a good idea for Meghan not to let those that need to know if she's going to the coronation or not? What would her reasoning be behind not doing that? Why would she be like intentionally doing that for her own personal reasons? And they are. It's all about how it's going to make her feel, her look, how it looks, how it makes, it feels in her world. If it doesn't look good because she feels entitled, she feels like she's the queen. She doesn't know. I think hindsight just a little bit, she doesn't really grabbed on the concept that she is not the queen, that she didn't marry the king. And I think where that book comes from to me with Harry is that she reminds him daily that he is just the spare. Meghan reminds Harry every day that he's the spare and what he will never be able to do for her. Get her on the balcony, get things that she wants from her in-laws. She won't be able to grasp onto these things because, as she can see, Harry's not able to get them by asking his dad to apologize, asking his dad to put someone that called his family racist on the balcony with a tiara. Here's one that we haven't talked about that we should be talking about, is that now she's going to get a whole happy birthday Archie on that day. Which tells me that Meghan is strategically orchestrating this. I'm not telling you if I'm coming or not because I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to do it when I get ready to. I didn't get what I want, so I'm pouting about it and upset about it. But everybody's still kind of waiting on her. I say waiting on her because there is this major curiosity if she's going or not. She's going. I don't care if she didn't RSVP. And if she doesn't go, then that's her own stupidity. And cooped up mind why she decided that she didn't want to be somewhere that was going to be life-changing, even if she was into it, even though she is, even though she is into it with her in-laws, causing friction, causing drama, causing everyone from the rats all the way to the top headache because of Harry's wife. So what's interesting to me about this is that Harry kept saying in all these docuseries and stuff is that how the family was making, mistreating Meghan, and Meghan was always in the crossfires. And see, they won't put her on the balcony. They won't let her do this and that. No, what it sounds like to me, Harry, is that your wife is difficult, like William said, and that she pouts when she doesn't get her way. She whines. She wants to be in control. She wants to be the queen. She wants to be the head person in charge over there. And since she's not, she's making it difficult for everyone else. But instead of Harry seeing that and being lost in space, he allows her to convince him that it's them that's mistreating Harry. Harry, you're the spare. You don't get the bigger room. You got this small cottage that you're living in. You don't get to walk out in front of William, and no one curtsies to you. All this stupid stuff that she implanted into his head. And then he started thinking like, oh, wow, yeah, why can't I get these things? Why am I just a spare? And so we were supposed to feel sorry for him since he was just a spare, because that's Meghan's element. That's how Meghan works. This is her plan. Angela living. This is Meghan's plan. So Harry's just following along with it and making sure he's in step, because she wants us to believe that Harry was the spare and they've been mistreating him since he was a baby. And, he's just been the one that's never gotten anything. It's always been the spare. And so Meghan has opened his eyes to show him that you can be more than just a spare. See? No, but she's showing you how difficult she can be, and how she can whine, how she can pout, how she can be deceptive, manipulative, and even tell porcupines to get her way, or to make people feel like she's the damsel in distress. The British people made her run over back to the United States. Oh no, it was the press that said the N-word, the Compton. Oh no, it wasn't. It was that the Queen and them fed her to the wolves. No, this story is crumbling in front of us. And it's crumbling because Meghan is acting like that 2-year-old. I can't get my way. I can't get on the balcony. This isn't fair. I'm not letting them know. Or she's like, I'll let them know when I get ready to. Whatever. Or maybe they already know. I say foul. So that's who we're talking about. Someone that feels entitled. Let me tell you another time she felt like she was entitled. When she was sitting on that docuseries and she told Harry that all of a sudden, since she was his wife and that she had his kids, that she should be at the summit. Shouldn't she? And I could just hear Ernest, one of her favorite people, in the background saying, well, she should. No, she shouldn't. Meghan shouldn't be entitled to anything because Meghan became a royal by marriage, period. It's not in her bloodline. So since it's not in her bloodline, there's a missing element to that she is not royalty. She is royalty by marriage only. And so therefore, that puts her a little further behind. And I think that's what Fergie, I believe that's her name, was trying to let her know. Listen, we ex-wives, we wives. We're not even in the bloodline. Be happy that you're even invited to anything. That's what she was trying to tell her. And that you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You can't decide today, I'm going to call the royal family racist. And talk about them, each and every one of them, on the Oprah show, and then decide 2 days later that you want to be on the balcony with these same racist people, as if they want to be on the balcony with you. They don't want to stand next to you. You just went in on them on national TV and called them racist. And William despises you. I would, for you talking about mine. And then... But she wants the tiara. Where's my tiara? She wants all of this. The nerve. I never thought I would be having these conversations with you guys. The conversation I had a couple of months ago was, how are they going to feel when they get over there after they done talked about the family? I would stay way in the back. No. She feels entitled, privileged, feel like she should be at the front of the line. Because of no work, no royal blood, just because she married to Harry. And Harry is sitting back watching her just do it. I don't know if he's sitting back seeing how much she can get away with or what's going to happen. But Harry already know what his family is going to do. And he had already told Meghan, don't play with them. And see, what she wasn't banking on, which people are saying that we over here in the United States of America like the royal family. We like the pageantries. We like that. We don't have it. And so we live through that. We live over there. We're coming to the coronation. We're going to be watching. Trust me, all the journalists from over here getting ready to come. They packing their bags and they going because they're going to report on it. This is a big deal. And when the weddings was in town, it was a big deal. Everything that the royals do are a big deal. But Meghan knows that she needs to continue to be connected to that family in some kind of way, fashion, some kind of way. And now it's time for her to be on and pretend that she's a part of the family. And nobody wants her beside them on the balcony. Nobody wants her there. And so therefore, they're telling her no in the background, and she's pouting and crying. And we're hearing it through the airwaves. That now, here's my ticket. This is going to be my conversation going forward. If she doesn't go, this is what I'm going to believe, is that she didn't go because she couldn't get on the balcony and she didn't get what she wanted, and she is the head person in charge. And if I can't get my way, then I am not going, because I am not being in the back and being treated like I was at the Jubilee, because I am a princess. I am the Duchess of Sussex, and they need to treat me as such. Just because we left the family didn't mean that we left it all together. We said that we were going to continue to support over here. Nope, you guys have continued to be a pain in the booty. Moving on. That's my rant for today, as people would call it. Harry. I want to talk about Harry for a second. Here's what's going on with Harry. And I'm going to talk about Harry a lot, because I'm going to show my subscribers how Harry is a pawn in this woman's game. And Harry, yes, could be enjoying some of it. He could be just going along with it, or he could be a part of it. I don't think Harry is smart enough to do it. I just don't think Harry could think of all these things. Netflix, docuseries, Spare, going on national TV, lying. I just don't think he was set out to do that. Because he was raised in an element in a family institution type thing, tight-knit family. And you can't tell me that he's losing it. And hoping that maybe Meghan will understand, maybe someone will talk to her, nothing. She is gone. She is on her own mission to destroy her own self. And why we haven't heard from her or seen her is because she wants to hear us go after Harry. See, it's not Harry, it's not Meghan that wants to be on the balcony. It's Harry that wants to be on the balcony. It's they want to be on the balcony. It's Harry wants his child to be, his birthday to be. It's Harry's doing all of this. Harry is not trying to shine the light on himself, because the light is already going to be shined on him because he's a prince. But Meghan needs it directly on her, and people think because she's getting ready for her memoir and her Spare. But I must caution her that when she decides that she wants to go in on the royal family anytime soon, I would think twice. Because I don't think her popularity can take any more hits. Do you guys think that? They will need an island. Because not only would they have pissed off the people that just don't like her right now, don't care for her character, but those that are trying to be her friend and trying to hang on and trying to like her. But if she continues down this bash field of the royal family, she will see it. And it will just continue, because it started with Oprah. And I don't understand how they didn't get the memo that it wasn't a good idea to attack the royal family in such a manner in which they did. Yeah. And now she has the galls. She has the audacity. She has the faintness of her lips to even think about saying that she wants to be a part of something that she is trying to destroy, in a sense. And so Fergie, in my thought was, probably got home and said, now, how is she going to get on every channel and go after the royal family and then decide she wants to be in it? Still trying to be a part of the institution. It just doesn't look right. It's gone. It's over. That relationship with the institution and being a royal, Meghan, it's over. From this moment on, you will always be that watered down royal because you decided to step away. You decided you didn't want to do that stuff anymore. You decided. And what we are seeing is that you can't be both. You can't go over there on the balcony and then come over here to Montecito and sit on Oprah's couch and start talking about them again. It's just not going to happen. The trust is gone and they don't trust her. So they are on high alert from these two because they are the traitors. They are the terrorists. Because anytime you let someone into your home and they violate it in such a way where you don't even trust them to go to the bathroom, it's someone that you don't want by you. And so it's fractured. All this talk of reconciliation, that will never happen, never, no time soon, ever. And when it does, the relationship will be over by then. And Harry won't have that woman that's controlling him like a puppet anymore. And then he will be able to make decisions based on his soundness without listening to her tell him what to do and make stupid decisions about if he's going to see his daddy and support his daddy in his leadership over the country. Telling his dad, I'm with you in supporting our people. You know how you watch those shows back in the day where they had period movies? I love them. They were my favorite movies. But there's like this honor code that, and you almost can know every scene that's going to happen. Like no one is going to diss their own country. Everybody's going to fight for their country and fight for their king and queen. You always see that. You never see what Harry and Meghan is doing. And so it's I had a point, but I forgot. But now that I have a new one, let's move on. The point is that you see them come together. You see them fighting for each other and making sure that this house stands. You don't tear it apart by allowing someone to come in and destroy the foundation that Elizabeth put in through all her whole life. Her whole life. And if nothing else, respect her for that. No, Meghan disrespected her. Even not the curtsy ain't got nothing to do with the disrespect. The disrespect was when she went on Oprah and started talking about her family, her country. That's when she disrespected the queen. And the queen, you can't tell me she wasn't upset because she said something and said, hold up, I don't know what these two idiots are talking about because we rolled out the red carpet for Meghan. But obviously it wasn't enough. Because she was bent on doing whatever this road she is going down on to do. Whether it was to make money, whether it was to make herself look better and she was the damsel in distress and that she didn't fail. I believe she didn't want us to know that she failed at being a princess. She failed at being the Duchess of Sussex in the UK. That's what happened. She failed. But instead of admitting failure, she decided to blame everybody else for her failure. They threw me to the wolves. They did this to me. They ran me out of there. The press did this to me. And I couldn't wear the same clothes. And, nothing she said in that docuseries made me see why she packed any underwear to get out of there, because nobody was chasing her and doing anything. Meghan wanted us to believe that they made her leave and they made her fail, and therefore it's all their fault that she didn't become the Black Princess of the UK. That's the story that she's trying to tell everybody, and it's fake and it's false. And now everyone is waiting for this gorgeous almighty princess that has come down from heaven to save Harry and to save the monarchy and everyone else over there, before, except if they messed her up because they mistreated her. She was going to do all this stuff. Now she's coming to town, and it reminds me of those dark princesses, like that come to town and want to just take over the town and didn't work for it. Take over the people and take over the town. Like Sleeping Beauty. The woman that the one that kept giving her the apple. The witch. That's who Meghan is. The witch that tries to poison. There's something wrong with that. And make sure I didn't miss anything, because I am ranting today. She's good at blaming. That's how she gets away with things. She plays dumb. It wasn't me. I didn't know how that happened. It wasn't me. They did it. 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 Everybody did it except for Meghan. Nobody's taking accountability ever for nothing that they do. But she's getting 2 awards for empowering me. You can't empower me if you don't have any humility. You can't empower me when you're running around dissing a country and a family for your own gain. You can't empower me or tell my little girl how to be a princess when you're a manipulator. You manipulated your way into that situation. You wanted a prince and you got a prince. And you're not in love with Harry. That's a bunch of BS. You are not. You're trying to grow his hair so he can look better. For who? Harry should be just fine, just the way he is. And when he loses his hair, just chop it all off. She getting nose jobs. She wants to be Hollywood. I don't know. Some of you guys don't believe me. But I'm not saying that she wants to be an actress anymore and all that other stuff. But she wants to be an A-lister person. That's her goal. But she wants to suppress that A-lister. She wants to go to every party. She wants to be invited to every little thing. She wants to be an Oprah Winfrey level, and she wants the billionaire status. She wants those things, and I believe she felt like she should have it by now. But their money-making gravy machine, this isn't working, Netflix, Spotify, Memoir. You're going to have to come up with a new gig. Because if you don't, it will just continue to show us who you are. This empty person inside that doesn't have any regard to anyone's feelings but your own. Okay, I feel like I'm lecturing today. So I may not even post this. I don't want to be a lecturer. Listen, I'm out of here. My husband's home. We're going to go watch us a movie. Have a wonderful night, guys.